I've been thinking about this a lot over the past couple days here. I genuinely didn't expect Rockstar to pull the trigger on something like this so late into GTA Online's life cycle. After 12 years of begging, joking, memeing, and shouting into the void about mansions and luxury living, it finally feels like Rockstar hit the big red button and basically said here, well, here you go, live the dream. A safe house in the hills is honestly shaping up to be one of the more ambitious lifestyle updates GTA Online has ever had, and to me, it immediately grabbed my attention in a way that the last few years of DLC kind of haven't. I've enjoyed them all. We've built all sorts of different empires here, we've been stacking money, we've run every single business in Los Santos, but the fantasy of owning a true billionaire-style mansion has always been completely out of reach of us until now. And before diving deeper into everything that this update represents, I'll just say this up front. I have a full breakdown video covering every detail, all of the new features and content, the customization options, potential mission structure, the business boosts we're getting, and all of the hidden bonuses and benefits. But today, I kind of wanted to celebrate with you guys how big this moment actually is. The community and the players have waited a very long time for something like this, and seeing Rockstar finally open the gates on the mansion fantasy is a reminder of how powerful this game can still be when they actually lean into what players have always dreamed of. 3 massive luxury estates across Tongva Hills, Richmond, and Vinewood Hills is going to bring here a level of excess that actually feels earned for longtime players and veterans out there. These aren't simple apartments with a new paint job or interior, right? These are completely sprawling properties loaded with new amenities people have been imagining for nearly a decade. Private rooftop helipads, we have an indoor car podium to display our Flexmobile, a vaulted trophy room, an actual secure vault itself maybe to showcase and visualize the amount of money we earned, a media room, a lounge, one of my favorites, a cigar room, a salon for the ladies, a massive outdoor deck area, you have a yoga spot, a pool, a hot tub, kennels for pets just like Red Dead Online has pets, and completely redesigned luxury garage space that might honestly be one of the nicest interior spaces that Rockstar has ever created for vehicles. And every single part of these properties here feels designed to finally give players that, quote unquote, I made it moment in the game that we've been building toward all of these years of playing. The AI Concierge is also one of the more wild additions, I think, and it kind of adds some unexpected personality to the package here. Each property is going to come with an AI assistant that seems like it can take on different personas. It's going to be able to manage some of your businesses, boost production with some businesses, and also help handle tasks around the estate itself. Rockstar actually leaning into this kind of world-building detail here shows an understanding of the fantasy behind these mansions. Players want more than a house with this update. They actually want the lifestyle that comes with it. All of the optional upgrades, including the armory, the vehicle workshop, the retro arcade machines. We even have a private security team that's going to be patrolling the grounds and maybe even more. This is all going to take things even further. And so whether you want to live like sort of a refined Vinewood mogul or just a paranoid crime boss who outfits this property like a compound, which is what I want to do, the options are super impressive here, especially for this late in the game's life cycle. And then there's Michael. Bringing him back again for another major story beat immediately elevates this update in my opinion. His entire character is built on that Vinewood mansion aesthetic, so seeing him return during a luxury real estate update hits the perfect nostalgic chord for me. It opens the door for a new mission chain or even a VIP style narrative arc similar to the Dr. Dre update. I feel like that's a big adjacent update and a big parallel here, and considering the tone that Rockstar is going for with the trailer, it wouldn't be surprising if these missions lean into very flashy setups. You get the Hollywood crime vibes, maybe even some sort of high-end heist appearance, even if it is just a mission set and not an actual heist. Either way, the idea of Michael stepping back into the chaos of GTA Online feels like Rockstar tipping their hat to one of the most iconic characters the franchise has ever produced, and then there's a sense that this could be a meaningful moment for longtime fans. I feel like players have wanted Michael for a while. It's kind of strange how everyone thought the DLC was going to be bad just off the first trailer, and now that Michael's in it, even if he's just going to be here for a cutscene or two, it's the best thing ever, but either way, it is what it is. And GTA 6 is officially delayed until November the 19th of 2026, and so this update is going to stand out even more because it has the scale and the energy of a true send-off DLC, that kind of big celebratory expansion that you release when you're closing one chapter of a game and preparing for the next. And so if the original timeline held up here, this probably would have been the big bang before the transition to a new era, and honestly, even with the delay, it might still fill that role. We may still get a summer DLC, I personally believe it. We usually do, and I think we'll continue to get updates before GTA 6 until that game actually comes out. But there's something definitive about finally pulling the trigger on mansions, pets, AI assistants, business boosts, and Michael's return all at once in one DLC. It feels like a culmination point. This whole update kind of taps back into the fantasy that made GTA Online special in the first place. Over the years, we've gotten a lot of grind-heavy, business-oriented content, and while those systems are important here, they don't really spark excitement for players the same way this lifestyle update is going to do. Mansions, high-end customization, we have some luxury living, character-driven missions, it appears. This is all going to bring the game back to that larger-than-life crime world that players connected with early on, and this is also the kind of content that players imagine when they picture GTA Online after the success of GTA 5 Story Mode. Sort of that over-the-top billionaire criminal experience, but this time fully and 100% realized. There's also a renewed sense of momentum in GTA Online that I've seen over the past couple days that honestly hasn't been present for a long time. This game has had several updates every year, sure, and personally, again, like I said at the beginning, I've been loving the more recent ones with the types of DLC premise where there's actual active content and missions to grind for cash, rather than just passive business simulating, which we got basically all the way up until the Cayo Perico heist. But when you look back over the last 4 years or so, the last truly massive DLC, the last one that felt like a cultural moment for us, was the contract with the Dr. Dre update at the end of 2021. That was also the last time the whole community simultaneously stopped what they were doing, logged into the game, and treated an update like a real event here. The contract DLC felt super fresh, it connected to the GTA 5 story, and it brought in a headline celebrity and pushed the game forward in a really meaningful way. And since then, I think we've had solid updates, fun additions, and honestly really good quality of life improvements, especially when you consider most people and most resources are going to GTA 6, but nothing on this scale since the contract. Nothing that reached out and grabbed the player base by the collar the way these mansions, pets, especially Michael, luxury living, and these brand new mission systems are doing right now, even to people who haven't been playing for a while. It's really cool to see. Seeing Rockstar deliver something of this size again, this far into the game's lifespan, I think is really healthy for the community in a way that numbers and patch notes can't really capture. You know, we have the morale, we have the energy. It's kind of a reminder here that GTA Online honestly still has gas left in the tank even as we creep toward GTA 6. It brings the longtime players back, or the longtime players who stopped playing a while ago. It sparks excitement in the casuals, which is a huge part of the current player base, and it gives the economy of the game a reason to move again. Big updates motivate players to grind, experiment, explore, and actually log in with a sense of purpose rather than routine. You feel that everyone's playing again buzz that only really happens when Rockstar drops something absolutely major, and honestly, I think the timing is perfect. With the GTA 6 delayed to 2026, and November in specific, the worst thing that Rockstar could have done here was coast through the next year on complete autopilot. Delivering this tentpole DLC shows a real commitment here. It tells the player base that they're not just babysitting the game until the next title releases. Rockstar is still very much so building here, they're refining, and they're giving us some really good reasons to care again. In a weird way, honestly, this update feels like Rockstar taking stock of everything GTA Online has become over the last decade and saying, here's the best version of the lifestyle you've built. It's celebratory, it's indulgent, it's gonna be really expensive. It's everything the community's been manifesting for years, and when a game this old can still have moments where the entire community collectively parks up and goes, okay, this is actually sick, it speaks to a strength of the foundation that they built back in 2013 with the original Online. Major DLC doesn't really just add content, right? It reaffirms longevity as well at the same time, and it shows that GTA Online is more than alive right now. It's still capable of evolving, it's still meaningful, players are driven to experiment with different content and just enjoy new things that get dropped into the game. So again, whether or not this ends up being the final major expansion before GTA 6 takes over, this DLC sends a strong message regardless. Rockstar still knows how to deliver something memorable, something with scale, something worth talking about, and because the game is over 12 years old, that means we are technically in year 13 of the game. I think that's insane. It's extremely rare to see games last this long. Most live service titles don't survive this long, let alone thrive, let alone drop updates of this caliber still, and A Safe House in the Hills feels like a huge statement piece. a reminder that GTA Online still has the ability to surprise people and get them excited again. And if this is the beginning of a long runway into GTA 6, starting off with mansions, Michael, and the return of that cinematic, aspirational GTA energy, then honestly, this is a pretty incredible way to set the tone. So with that said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on kind of what you're expecting with this DLC. I mean, I didn't really expect something major until we got the second trailer. I thought it was still going to be cool to get the mansions, but players seemed like crazy disappointed at first just based off that first teaser. Meanwhile, that's all it was. It was a teaser. And now we have the official trailer, the official news wire, the mission sets. As long as it pays good money, I mean, I think this is going to be a really cool DLC. I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comment section below. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best GTA Online, Red Dead Online, and Rockstar Games content, please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and I will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be going crazy for the Safe House in the Hills Mansion and Michael DLC. And also, if you want to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. You are more than welcome to reach out to me there and ask me any questions you have. You can follow me on all of my social medias at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys in the next GTA Online video tomorrow. Adios, amigos.